Hello, everyone. Hola a todas. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm all right, thanks. Hola,
Okay.
Diana. How are you? How's it going? Hello, Cecilia. How are you?
Hello, teacher. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, teacher. And you, how are you?
I'm all right, thanks. Everything is good. Everything's great. Okay. Perfect, perfect. Okay, if you can, Yuerki, hello. If you can open your cameras, it's gonna be better because we're gonna be in a better environment. Okay, let- so Diana, where are you from?
Teacher, I'm from Bogota, Colombia.
Excellent. Nice, nice, Diana. How are you? And Clara, where are you
Hi.
from?
I'm from Mexico.
Mexico, excellent. Cecilia is from Mexico too. Irais, where are you from? Irais is here. I don't know. Yuberki.
Sorry, good afternoon. I'm from Dominican Republic.
Okay, and Obed. And Milkeya.
Yes, teacher. I am from Dominican Republic.
Okay, Milkeya, you're at work.
Yes, yes, teacher.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
Very good. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Remember, this class is only in English. If you can have your cameras open, I would like some interaction. You're going to be participating, of course. It's for B1 and B2, and this class is an advanced English class. And today, let me just share the screen. We're going to talk about improving reading efficiency, okay? Just gonna say this in Spanish, mejorar la eficiencia cuando leemos, improving reading efficiency. Okay, so today, the focus of our conversation today is about using the title. When we read something, okay, we use the title to anticipate what we are going to read, okay? We have been reading badly all our lives. We have been reading badly, okay? Why do I mean by that? We read in a very inefficient way. And so for NCLEX, for TOEFL, for IELTS, for OET, and for life, we need to read better, okay? So before we read, we need to answer the following questions. What is the purpose of this text? And what questions do I expect to answer? Okay, let me repeat. When you're reading, you need to answer the questions. What is the purpose of this text? And what questions do I expect to answer? Okay? Any questions so far? ¿Alguna pregunta por el momento?
No, teacher. No,
Perfect.
teacher, it's okay.
Okay, so take a look. Take a look at the following title. The Dawn of Digital Therapeutics, Revolutionizing Patient Care in the Cyber Age. Okay, let me repeat. The Dawn of Digital Therapeutics, revolutionizing patient care in the cyber age. Okay, so this is a difficult title. Maybe you don't understand it all. You don't understand it completely. You're like, okay, but you see some familiar words. Okay, what are some familiar words? Who can tell me familiar words? You can raise your hand. You can write it in the chat. Cecilia,
I understand the title.
which one?
I understand the title.
You understand the title. Perfect.
Yes.
Who doesn't understand the title? Let me get rid. Ana Milé,
Hello, everybody.
how are you? How's it going?
I'm good, teacher. I understand some words
Mm-hmm.
as patient care or age, mother, medicine, magazine, maybe digital, therapeutic.
Okay. So you get an idea. So
Yeah.
when with the idea, okay, digital therapeutics, these are similar to Spanish. Revolutionizing patient care. Okay. So I'm going to give you some anticipation questions. For example, some of the questions that I ask myself before entering this class, this article is, okay, how are digital tools changing the way we take care of patients? Or I can ask, do digital treatments really work better than old ways? Or I can ask, what do doctors and patients think about using digital treatments? Okay. Or I can ask, are there any worries about keeping patient information safe with digital treatments? Or I can ask, how are rules and laws keeping up with new digital health technologies? Okay. So these are questions that I ask, okay, before reading the text. Before, remember. Estas son preguntas que yo hago antes de leer la lectura, before reading the text, okay? So with these anticipation questions, I'm going to read based on the title, and I'm going to say, all right, what is this text about? Maybe this text can answer some of these questions to me. Okay? Do you all understand? So let's do the following exercise. Boom. Take a look at this title. The impact of music therapy on chronic pain management. Let me repeat. The impact of music therapy on chronic pain management. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Please write in a piece of paper or in the chat 1 or 2 anticipation questions about this. Okay. Okay. Who wants to give me one of their anticipation questions?
Me, teacher.
Ana Milena.
Okay, one question. I propose what kind of music therapy can be used?
Okay, very good. And Obed Ayala wrote on the chat, does music therapy work on chronic patients? Very good. Cecilia from Mexico wrote, how the music can help to reduce the pain. How can music help reduce the pain? Yuerki wrote, a music therapy, I relax and I sleep. Very good. And Laura Rodriguez wrote, how is the flow of music in pain management? Very good. Excellent. You all understood what the exercise was. So this is, of course, an imaginary article. Okay, this is not an article that exists. Maybe we can write it together. Okay, but Diana wrote, what kind of music prefer the client for relieve the pain? What kind of music does the client prefer to relieve the pain? Very good. Or what kind of music the client prefers to relieve the pain? Very good. Excellent. Questions? So you understand what I'm saying? When you read, before you read like a crazy person, Clara wrote, would you enjoy music or is it stressful noise for you? Yeah, depends on the pain, of course. I agree. And depends on the hospital. Maybe the hospital does not allow to put music. What is the range of age of the patients? Very good, very good. All these types of questions before, remember, before is antes, before reading, okay? Let's go with the next exercise. So take a look at the ones I did. Can listening to music really help reduce chronic pain? What kind of music is best for managing pain? So yes, someone wrote something like this. Very good. How often should someone use music therapy for it to help with pain? Are there any stories of people who felt better using music therapy, or can music therapy be used with other treatments for better results? Now, there is no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. This is just techniques. These are just techniques for reading better. Okay? Good. Let's go with another exercise. I love this. All right. Take a look. Decoding the psychological impact of invisible illnesses. Decoding the psychological impact of invisible illnesses. Okay, ladies. I'll give you 3 minutes to come up with questions. Ladies and gentlemen, because Obed is in the house. Obed and Robert. Okay, please, what would be some of the questions? ¿Cuáles serían algunas de las preguntas that you would ask before reading this? Please, not so many. Okay, Laura wrote, how does invisible disease impact on daily life? Absolutely, very good. Who else? Kitsi Malka, the queen. How can invisible illness impact our mind? Very good. And it's excellent. The coding, the psychological. Cecilia from Mexico. How can impact an unknown illness in the patients when they are aware of it? Yes, very good. Yuerik is speaking about his family. Okay. Them. Very good. When they're aware of them. Yes. Yes, we don't. God forbid. God forbid. No. Excellent. Any other? Questions, questions, questions. There, atrévanse. This is the moment. Clarita Trejo from Bogotá. No, from Mexico. How you express your concerns of invisible illness in your daily living activities? Very good. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Anyone else? Obed, Pao, can this illness affect their families? How can people develop illness only by imagination? Excellent question. Absolutely excellent question. Very good. Anyone else? Okay, take a look at mine. Take a look at mine. These are mine. So I wrote, what are invisible illnesses and why are they called that? How do invisible illnesses affect someone's feelings and thoughts? Can people with invisible illnesses feel misunderstood and why? What can be done to help people feel better mentally when they have an invisible illness? Are there any tips for friends and family to support someone with an invisible illness? Diana wrote, can impact in the mental health to know about unknown illnesses? Yes. Good, good. So these are anticipation questions. When we anticipate, so before we read, you know, like I have a book and I'm gonna go like, you know, like crazy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna read. And then it's like, no, let me ask some questions before I read the book. Okay? So that's much better. No, let me ask some questions before we read the book or the article. Okay? It's the most important thing. Let's go with another exercise. Okay. Take a look at this one. Integrating ancient wisdom in modern medical practices. Again, integrating ancient wisdom in modern medical practices. So you know what the exercise is? The exercise is to come up with an anticipating question. Okay, so please, everyone. Hello, Leslie. How are you, Leslie? How's it going?
Hello, Robert.
How you
I
doing?
am fine.
Excellent.
Early, I live the kinesiology.
Kinesiologists, no worries.
Yes.
You're always welcome. And everyone, remember, this class is always posted on YouTube. Not in the platform, it's open in YouTube, so you can check it. After the class, we will upload this one and the one from 2 weeks ago. Okay? So you can check it complete and maybe other people.
Okay, I check before.
Very
After,
good.
but
After. Yeah.
after. I
You check it
apologize.
after. Very good. So what are we doing, Leslie? We are seeing how before we read something, we can ask in our minds anticipating questions. Questions that maybe we think, oh, perhaps this can help us understand what we're reading. Okay, so very good, Cecilia. Is it important to integrate the ancient wisdom for improving health patients or patients' health? Very good, excellent. Ana Milena, how integrating ancient wisdom in modern medical practices? Okay, very good. Excellent. Laura wrote, yes, how integrating ancient wisdom. Very good. Why use ancestral knowledge in modern medicine? Very good. Very good. Improving patients' health. Yes, yes, very good, Cecilia, very good. Who else? Please, more people. More questions. More people, more questions. Obed, Milkeya, Pau, Yuberki, Irais, Yulesi. Edward is in the house. Very good. Okay, Obed wrote. Clarita Trejo wrote, if patients feel an inaccurate blood pressure measurement with modern bracelet, do you confirm it with the traditional Baumanometer? Very good. Obed Ayala wrote, does ancient wisdom work on modern practices? Yuerki, before the anesthesia was a hit, now it's easier without pain. Okay. Okay, very good. Who else? Give me more questions, please. In the meantime, I'll drink a little bit of hot water. Le wrote, what think the modern medical practices about integrating ancient wisdom in care treatments? Excellent. And Cecilia, why is it important to include ancient wisdom nowadays? Excellent. So you can see, you have not read the article, but you are already imagining, what is this article about? No? So it's extremely interesting. Okay, let me show you. Edward Arias wrote, how do cultural beliefs and practices influence the integration of ancient wisdom into medical treatment plans? Excellent. And let's check the teacher's questions. Right. So these are my anticipation questions. What ancient healing practices are doctors using today? And let me know if you have any vocabulary questions, okay? How do these old methods help with modern health problems? Can traditional and modern medicine work together well? What can we learn from ancient health wisdom for our lives today? Are there any stories of people getting better with the help of ancient practices? Okay, so you see, a lot of our questions are very similar. I'm gonna answer Ana Milena. It is good. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Questions? Do we have any questions? Okay, let's continue. The evolving role of nurses in America's healthcare landscape. Let me know if you have any questions about the title.
Yes, teacher, for me, I don't understand healthcare landscape. What's the meaning?
Okay. Any other student can answer the question?
No, teacher.
Sorry? Obed said something, or Edward? Clara did not understand either. Healthcare landscape. Anyone understands? Okay. So let's go word by word. Evolving. What is evolving? Something, Leslie?
Yes, for example, my question is, what what can do the nurse in United States, for example?
Okay. What can a nurse do in the United States? Excellent.
Exactly.
Very good. And to answer the question to the people that did not understand, healthcare, okay, es cuidado de la salud. Landscape es el paisaje, okay. So the title of this is la evolución del papel de las enfermeras o enfermeros en el paisaje del cuidado de la salud de los Estados Unidos. Pero cuando nos referimos al paisaje, nos referimos a, pues, la escena, ¿no? A lo que está sucediendo, what's happening right now. So, Leslie wrote a very good question. Okay, what does a nurse
I understand, for example, the environment.
Exactly. It's the environment. It's the environment.
I understand that, teacher.
Yes, very good. It's the environment. Es el ambiente. Yes. Yuerki, I think before the nurse, no need go to the university, but now there are different prepare of nurse. Yes, nurses have to prepare, of course. It's very important for nurses to prepare. Yes, absolutely. Who else? ¿Quién más? Who else? Who else? Who else? You were Cecilia. What importance have the nurse role nowadays in the healthcare? Okay. What importance have the nurse role nowadays in healthcare? Very good. Another question. Who else? ¿Quién más? Who else will send us questions? More questions? No more questions? Clara, is important the nurse's role in forming an interdisciplinary healthcare team? Okay. Is the nurse's role important in forming an interdisciplinary healthcare team? Very good. Any other question? Ana Milé wrote, the government support the evolving role of the nurses. Very good. Obed wrote, what is the role of the nurse in the healthcare industry? Very good. Pau, which areas of health are more developed? Very good. Laura, what adaptations did nursing have to make to the new requirements? What adaptations did nursing have to make to the new requirements? Very good. Excellent. Okay, so now take a look at this. Kaboom. And Cecilia wrote, how the nurse can lead in the healthcare to improve the nurse role. Now we have the reading. Now we have the reading. This is a 3-paragraph reading. So let's see if you can answer your questions based on the reading. Okay? So I'm gonna give you some time to read this. Okay? We're gonna read this first. First, read it mentally.
Teacher,
Tell me.
many persons they told me that, but in my country not respect the nurse.
Okay. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yes. It's very awesome when I read this text, but in my country not easy, isn't. No es así, no es así, no,
It's not like
no,
this.
es exacto.
It's not like this. Okay. It's not like this. No, it's a difficult profession. You know it better than I do. Okay, and remember, this is just an article. And it's for the class. It's not, maybe the person who wrote it is idealistic. Okay, but if we take a look at some of the questions, let's first take a look at the questions before. So the government, Ana Milena wrote, the government supports the evolving role of the nurses, and we cannot really answer that question with the text. It's not there, but it's something that we look, you know, the evolution of nursing. It's more about the personal level. Yeah. Yuberki wrote something about the university. Cecilia's question can be answered. What is the importance of the role of the nurse nowadays in healthcare? And so we can talk about how there are challenges. No, how can they work in many things, you know. They are caregivers, but also thinkers, patient advocates. They work with technology, okay? They are integral in the implementation of electronic health records, telehealth services. You know, it's like an ever-changing. Now, Clara Trejo wrote, is it important the nurse's role in forming an interdisciplinary healthcare team? The answer, you cannot find the answer here, but you can, you can find the answer in, for example, let me see, Dan. I mean, you don't really talk about interdisciplinary healthcare team, but it says commitment to innovation. So for example, they are not just caregivers, but also critical thinkers, advocates, technology aficionados. They use technology, okay? All of this is very related to the question that Clara Trejo wrote, okay? Now, Obed Ayala wrote, what is the role of the nurse in the healthcare industry, okay? And so basically the role, they continue to be the linchpin in the patient experience. The linchpin es como la pieza principal, often serving as a primary point of contact and the comforting presence in times of vulnerability, okay? So that's good. Let me think. Which areas of health are more developed? Powell wrote, we cannot really answer that. What adaptations did nursing have to make the new requirements? And well, we're talking about here, it says ever-changing healthcare environment, okay? So it's constantly adapting. So we're talking about adaptations here, but here we're talking about constant adaptations. Okay, boom. How the nurse can lead in the healthcare to improve the nurse role, all right? Unfortunately, not it's not answered there. And Kitsi Malka is important communitary nurses orientate the community, the importance to take care of the environment is not answered, okay? So you see, not all of the questions that we anticipate are answered by the text, but that's the risk, okay? That's the risk we take. We try to anticipate in order to find some of these questions. And if we find them, our reading experience is much, much better. Okay, so let's continue. One more exercise. Take a look. Oh, let me just get rid of all my annotations. Okay. The transformative power of sports in shaping society. This doesn't have to do with nursing. This is something different, but give me your anticipation questions. What are your anticipating questions for this reading? So if I'm going to read an article about the transformative power of sports in shaping society, what would this article be? Okay, Kitsi wrote. What happened, Kitsi? I didn't. Clara Trejo wrote, nowadays, is it better to exercise in a collective way? Very good. Very good. Who else has questions? Obed, what are the transformative power of sports that are changing society? Very good. Who else? How does sport impact our daily lives? Excellent, Laura. Excellent. Anyone else? Cecilia, how many importance there are in the sports to transform the health society? Very good. Very good. Who else? Obed, how can sports change health society or health in the society? Yes. Very good. Excellent. Anyone else? Okay, take a look at the reading. I'm going to give you 3 or 4 minutes to read. I'm gonna do something here. Sorry for a sec. Stop presenting. Just one sec. Share again. Sorry about this. Okay, here, the rise of esports, electronic sports. It said sports, but that's not what I meant. Okay, so how the power of sporting transform our lives, says Miriam Portocarrero. Very good. And in the chat, how does sport impact our daily life? And you lazy, we as nurses have a superpower. We ensure the care of our patients. And Diana Monson wrote, nowadays, the sports are a lifestyle, or is it a fashion? Good. Okay. First of all, do you have any questions about the reading? Do you have any questions about the reading? Vocabulary questions. Tapestry. Tapestry is like el entretejido o el tejido. So, in the vibrant tapestry of human culture, en el tejido vibrante de la cultura humana, okay? Sprawling from the sprawling fields of rural town. Sprawling is something that is growing, something that grows, sprawls, no? Across the globe, from the sprawling fields, los campos crecientes, los campos nacientes de los pueblos rurales, of the rural towns, to the bustling is with a lot of noise, with a lot of sound of major cities. Okay. Other questions, vocabulary questions? Thank you. You're welcome, Clara. No one else has vocabulary questions? Could we answer some of the questions? Let me see. How does sport impact our daily life? Well, it serves as a universal language, bridging gaps and bringing people together in a celebration of athleticism, teamwork, and shared aspirations. Very good. What are the transformative powers of sports that are changing society? The impact of sport on society, excuse me, extends far beyond the boundaries of the playing field, influencing areas such as education, social inclusion, and even diplomacy. Can you see the pencil? Let me know if you can see the pencil. ¿Pueden ver el lapicito and what I mark?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Cecilia wrote, how much importance, she said how many, but it's how much there are in the sports to transform the health society. It doesn't talk about health in reality, unfortunately, but you know, that's the risk. That's the risk. Excellent. Very good. Any other questions? Bridging. Bridging es estableciendo puentes. Y Miriam Portocarrero wrote how the power of sports, transforms our lives. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Questions?
I think my question is answered in first when the first paragraph where it says fostering a sense of belongings and collective identity.
Okay, yes. Fostering in the first paragraph.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, here.
Mm.
Fostering a sense of belonging and collective identity. Yes, very good. Very good, excellent. Who else? Leslie, please.
Teacher, when I read the text, I don't understand everything, but I try to understand it it all.
Yes, you try to understand it from the context.
Exactly, the context.
Very good. Yes, you try to understand it from the context. Excellent. Very good. And Cecilia, what question do you have?
Teacher, my question is asked in the second paragraph. The question about how the sports can change the society health.
Yes.
In the second paragraph, were said about remarkable success programs that integrate the sports into educational curricula have shown remarkable success in enhancing student engagement, teamwork, and leadership skills, demonstrating that the lessons learned in sport are invaluable life lessons.
Okay.
Similarly to the power to unite diverse group and breaking down social and cultural barriers and promoting a message of equality and respect.
Okay. Very good, Cecilia, but your question is about health, no?
Yes, I think it's important to good relationships in society for improve the mental health or inclusive health, body health.
Of the people. Okay. Yes. Good point. It's a good point, Cecilia. Very well said. Excellent. Diana Monson wrote, nowadays, are sports a lifetime or a fashion? You can also answer it. It's not specific, but you can infer it from the reading. Very good. Very good. Okay, excellent. Well, very good. So, to start closing our class, today's class was once again about improving reading efficiency. And the whole exercise was using the title of the text to make anticipating questions, okay? Questions that I think, oh, if I read this title, will this, if I read this title, will this questions be answered when I read it? No? So that's the exercise. That's the exercise. And that helps us become more efficient in our reading. Okay, so we saw different possible titles and creating anticipation questions and how those titles, how those questions help us answer these two questions. What is the purpose of this text? And what questions do I expect to answer? So, ladies and gentlemen, my invitation is for you to start incorporating this practice on your reading, on your daily reading, on your article reading, and on your exam preparation. This will help you read more efficiently, gain more time, and hopefully, excuse me,
Let's.
and thank you, answer your questions better in exams like TOEFL, IELTS, or OET. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, questions?
No, teacher.
All right, we're gonna
Any
do,
question, teacher?
It's okay.
okay. I'm going to ask a question. I don't know if everyone can see.
Teacher, I want to tell you something.
Tell me.
I meet with players from the United States, and we were able to speak English, but the player not speaking Spanish.
Okay.
In the bakery, we were talking about the life, the different things.
In English.
Yes, in English.
Excellent. Well, Leslie, that's the idea. That's why we're here. Okay, take a look at this question. Can you all see it? In the chat, I'm inviting you to use an app. If you can see in the chat, I'm inviting you to use an app. Please click open. No sé si ustedes puedan escuchar, oprimir open desde estar saliendo en el chat. Robert Brandon is inviting you. And if you open it,
Teacher, my phone say that he doesn't support the app.
I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
It's same for me.
You're in
The
your
same.
phone. Okay.
Yes.
Who is in the computer? One vote.
My cell phone is low gamma.
Okay. So my question is, how did you find the, okay, so it doesn't work in the mobiles. All right. Anyone else on the computer? So the question is, how did you find the class? ¿Cómo les pareció la clase? So good, bad, helpful, difficult, easy.
It was helpful, teacher, because sometimes we read any text and it is important to know or think about what about in the text,
Mhm.
because we have an idea that we learn after to learn,
Yes.
and it's easier to identify the principal ideas.
Yeah.
I think.
Very good.
I don't want to say nothing because I always I love your his class, Robert.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I love it, this class, teacher.
Diana, thank you very much. That's great. So take a look at some of, if we can see it. Results are hidden. I don't know if you can see the poll, but we have this word class. It says, wonderful, thank you very much. Yes, teacher, the class is good. We should do it more frequently. Deeply interesting. Obed, excellent class. Very nice class. Pao, the class was useful for me because I never did these questions before. Read some book or article. I think it will help us a lot in our training. Yes, that's the idea. Very good. Excellent. Thank you very much. Very interesting, says Kitsi. And this is not for my, I'm going to share, if you can see. Can you see now? This word cloud, estamos haciendo esta nubecita de, como no todo el mundo pudo, otros respondieron en el chat, maybe because you couldn't use your phone, but all right, excellent. Thank you very much. That was the idea. This will appear in YouTube. I'm going to share it in the groups. And someone said, yes, we should do it more frequently. We are doing it every other week, cada 2 semanas. The only problem, oh no, there's not a problem. Next class is on the 28th. Okay? The next class is on the 28th.
Not this holiday in Colombia.
It is,
28?
es jueves santo, claro, sí hay un problema. It's the 28th. Yes, so it's a holiday. We're going to make it next week on the 21st. Okay, next week.
Okay.
Thursday. No, I can't. I have a meeting with David.
Teacher.
I have a meeting with David.
Yeah, other day, maybe earlier or before or after.
Another day.
Okay.
Another day. They change the schedule.
Okay, we're gonna change the schedule and we're gonna program it exactly. We'll let you know. We'll let you know. Thank you so much, teacher. I'm so sorry because my camera stopped work. Don't worry, Cecilia. Don't worry. All right, very good. I will see you. Okay, I will let you know when the next meeting is, and I will see you in the next meeting. If not, I will see you on the webinar on the 20th. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Okay,
teacher.
teacher.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.